All right, let's get into it. You know, when a creative group falls apart, it can get messy. But what's been brewing with the boys? This is a whole other level. We're talking about a full-blown rebellion that strikes at the very heart of who they are. And we're dropping right into the middle of the fire with this. That's a quote from Batman Boy, and you can just feel the anger. For him, and for a lot of the group, using AI isn't just a new tool, it's a total betrayal. It's everything they're not. So, picture this, a tense, dusty backroom meeting. This isn't just a creative disagreement. This is a rebellion, and it's all aimed at their leader, the guy they call Honey Boy. The tension, you could cut it with a knife. So here are the players. You've got the leader, Honey Boy, on one side, and on the other, a whole crew of the core members who've had enough. We're talking Batman Boy, Delivery Cat Boy, Ivy Boy, Justin Boy, and Space Boy. And their accusation is simple, but it's absolutely devastating. Honey Boy is using AI. And in doing so, he's basically torching the group's entire identity. To really get why this is such a huge deal, you have to understand what the boys used to be. For the rebels, this isn't just about some new technology. It's about them watching the very soul of their creation just disappear. I mean, look at this. The difference is it's night and day. Back then, they were grassroots and real. This was something they bled for. They were dangerous. And now, they feel like it's all just generated and soulless. They've gone from a movement to just another brand putting out safe content. The fire's been replaced by a formula. And this quote from Space Boy, man, it just sums it all up, doesn't it? This isn't just a complaint. It's almost like a eulogy for what they've lost. You can hear the pride they had in being raw and real, and that feeling is what's fueling this whole rebellion. But, you know, it's almost never just about one thing. As you dig in, it becomes pretty clear that the AI fight, well, it's just a symptom of a way bigger problem. And that problem is Honey Boy himself. The team just feels completely left behind. And the accusations against him are brutal. They're saying he's gotten cruel, that he just tears people down now, that he's totally detached, doesn't listen to a word they say, and barely even shows up. To them, he's not just a bad leader. He's actively driving the whole thing into the dirt. Wow. This line from Justin Boy is just so powerful. He's not just saying Honey Boy is a bad leader, he's calling him a force of destruction. He's not building anymore, he's just burning everything down. In their eyes, it's a total absence of leadership. Okay, and just when you think it can't get any more intense, a real wild card gets thrown in. Hiding out in the shadows, you've got these three figures called the Evil Babies. They're not part of the team, they're just there. These weird, unsettling troublemakers who seem to get a thrill out of watching things fall apart. And yeah, they're grinning. They love the chaos. And right at the peak of the tension, the Evil Babies make their move. They literally toss this card into the middle of the room. Misinformation surge. All trust is lost. And just like that, boom, the whole room explodes. Any chance of talking it out is gone. All trust is completely lost. So here we are. We're at the final act. The group is completely fractured, trust is shattered, and just as Honey Boy is tearing into his own team, something happens that stops everyone in their tracks. Seriously, think about it. The rebellion is out in the open. The leader's backed into a corner, and you've got these agents of chaos just fanning the flames. The whole thing is about to implode. So what on earth could possibly happen next? Get this. Right as Honey Boy is screaming about how he's a giant and they can't touch him, this low, deep, rumbling sound starts. At first you can barely hear it, but then it gets louder, vibrating through the whole building. The rumbling just keeps getting stronger. The walls are actually shaking now. Everyone's eyes snap to the big metal door at the back of the room, and it starts to groan and buckle before it just bursts wide open. And standing there is a silhouette nobody ever expected to see again. A massive figure from their past, someone everyone thought was gone for good. It's Godzilla Boy. The shock of Godzilla Boy returning is one thing, but he's not alone. Standing right there with him is another mysterious figure, The ugly pepperoni princess. Their arrival just sucks all the air out of the room. Everyone is silent. The game has completely changed. And then Godzilla Boy speaks, and his voice just cuts through the silence with this one perfectly timed line. It's so cool, so calm, it's almost chilling, and it confirms what everyone is thinking. This was no accident. He knew exactly what he was walking into. And that's where we leave it. The boys are broken, their leader has totally failed them, and in their darkest hour, a legend from their past walks back in. So that leaves us with the one critical question. Is Godzilla Boy here to pick up the pieces and rebuild? Or is he just here to rule over the ruins?